drop a like in the next 5 seconds or 2K will randomly delete your build, I wouldn't risk it. What's up guys, Solios back with another video. Now today, I'm going to be showing you guys the best center build in NBA 2K22. Now, I made a best center build video in the first week that NBA 2K22 came out, but I'm going to be honest guys, I didn't make a center the first week that the game came out. I just made a build video, if that makes sense. But now that I actually have the center build that I'll be using this year, I figured I should drop a build video on it. Especially since when I'm posting this, it's about to be Christmas, so there's going to be a ton of new people with the game. But yeah guys, if you guys are new or you still haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Press the red sub button, it's free and it'll literally take you 1 second, and turn on my post notifications so you guys don't miss a streamer upload. I'm not gonna lie, I've been going crazy with the uploads and I'm not stopping anytime soon. I know some people miss the streams, but for right now I'm just focused on uploading. And if you guys still haven't checked out my second channel, Solo DF Plays, make sure to check it out. The link will be in the description. Before I hop into the My Player Builder, make sure to drop a like in this video. Let's aim for 10,000 likes in this video. But anyways, let's hop into the My Player Builder. Alright, so before I show you guys how to make this build, I have to show you guys a setting. Now, if you guys ever watched a build video that I've posted before, this setting allows you to unlock many new builds. So first, you guys want to go to the main menu, and yes, this is a current gen build. Next gen builds are different. Some people are going to get confused and they'll be like, how does his game look like that? And they're going to have all these different questions like, how does he get that build? I'm not going to lie, you're probably just on next gen. And a lot of people get confused. So the one that I'm on is Xbox One. If you're on the X or S, the next gen game, then yours is not going to look like this. But anyways, what you guys want to do is you want to go to features, then you want to go to settings, and then you want to scroll down here to units of measurement and make sure that it's on metric system. The default is going to put you on imperial system, which is like feet, inches, and all that type of stuff. But if you put it on metric system, it's going to give you a lot more options, which literally just unlock many new builds. So why would you not put it on metric system? All right, so now that we have the correct settings, it's time to make the best center build in the game. So for the position, you guys want to put it on power forward. And bro, stop with these comments. I've been making build videos for like 2-3 years, honestly maybe 4 years now, and power forwards are almost always better than centers. It's just the name of the position, but power forwards will get better attributes, they'll get better badges. So why would I put myself at a disadvantage and pick this just for the name center? So don't complain, don't be like, oh my god, Solo, I thought this was a center build. Like, bro, just put on power forward, your build's gonna be better. And I know a lot of you guys understand that, but like there's gonna be like 1% of people that just get pissed that I'm putting it on power forward. So yeah, that's all that really matters here. And then I'll go righty, and jersey number doesn't matter. So whatever you guys want for these, you could put them on. Now for the skill breakdown pie chart. And I'm not gonna lie guys, this is one of the most important parts of your build, but you guys probably already know that. As a center, we want to be really good at defense, and something else that we want is we want speed, but we'll get into that when we get to the physical profile. I don't think dunking is that important. Like you guys see the finishing, aka the blue skill breakdown pie charts here. I think finishing this year is a little bit overrated. You don't really get a lot of contact dunks this year. So the main thing that we want to look for is we want to look for defense, and we also want to look for a decent three-point shot. But as you guys know, this year you don't need an insanely high three-point shots in order to make shots. You can honestly hit with like a 65 three-pointer or even like low 70s. There's really no reason to go higher. Something else I want to say before we pick the pie chart is a lot of people care about their build name. Like they'll purposely go back into the builder and tweak certain things to try and get a creative build name. Some people don't want to be just a boring glass cleaner, which a lot of center builds this year just give you glass cleaner. This build that I'm about to show you right here actually has a fire different name, so you'll also have that with this build. So out of these skill breakdowns right here, this mainly blue with some green, aka majority finishing with some shooting. This pie chart isn't terrible. I know somebody that has it. I'm pretty sure he gets contact dunks with this build, and then his 3 is like a 73 or something like that. It might actually be lower, but basically he gets contact dunks and he can shoot pretty good on this build, and it's the only pie chart in the game that can do that. But the thing about this build is look down at the defense. Like that is bad. Like you're not gonna get a stop on anybody with this build. But offensively, this build's pretty solid. But like I said, that's not gonna be the pie chart we're picking because we care a lot about defense. So I'm gonna scroll all the way down to where the defense pie charts are. So I really don't feel like wasting your time and just going through all the pie charts. So let's just cut to the chase. The 2 pie charts that we're really gonna want to look at here is the mainly shooting with some defense and rebounding, aka this pie chart right here that gets a 78 three-pointer. The defense is okay, but it can shoot really well. And guys, this is a very solid pie chart. If you watched my first center build video, this is the one that I use. But the thing about this pie chart is that you only get Hall of Fame shooting badges. Every other category is going to be gold. If you're okay with that, that, then you could pick this pie chart, but I don't really think the defense is too insane on this pie chart. So when I went to go make my actual center build, you know, not just for the video the first week the game came out, when I went to actually go make mine, I ended up going with the half red, half green skill breakdown pie chart. Yes, the 3-pointer drops to a 70. I'm not gonna lie though, I think the 3-pointer goes up once we mess with like the wingspan and all that. The defense is better on this build. The stats are better, and you're gonna get Hall of Fame defense / rebounding badges. So that's the reason I'm going with this pie chart. You might be thinking a 73-pointer is too low. If you're an above average player, or even just average, like that's a pretty solid 3-point shot. Unless you're literally blind, like you should be able to shoot with this build. Now for the physical profile, and pretty much for any build in the game, this is going back a couple 2Ks now, you guys want to pick the all agility pie chart. As a center though, if you're like a beginner of the game, you might be thinking, oh my god, like I am probably gonna want some strength because I need to be strong down there in the post, or maybe some vertical so I can dunk, maybe jump higher and get some more blocks. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like yeah, that makes sense like in your head, but when it comes to 2K, like those categories just don't matter as much as you think they do, whereas speed and excel matters a lot, especially on defense. If you're on the pick and roll, you got to switch onto a guard, like you're gonna need speed, so pick the all agility, the top physical profile. All right, so now we have to put the attributes on our build. So what I did was I skipped close shot, I skipped driving layup. We're gonna max out driving dunk to a 71, and we're gonna max out standing dunk to a 74. Now I've said this in other videos, and I even said it earlier on in this video, finishing is overrated. You don't get a lot of contact dunks, and it's pretty hard to get badges. So let's look at our finishing badges. We're only gonna have one finishing badge with, you know, driving dunk and standing dunk upgrade. But let's say we wanted to upgrade driving layup, get it up to a 66. That's only gonna give us 2 finishing badges. And then we want to max out post hook, which is basically almost maxing out all of our finishing categories. We're only gonna have 6 finishing badges. That's just way too many attributes for me just for a couple finishing badges, because then you're gonna have to miss out on some crucial other categories. Moving on to the shooting category, we're gonna max out our mid-range to a 74, max out the 3 to a 70, max out the free throw to an 85, and then post fade is only gonna go to a 55, which will give us that 15th shooting badge. As you guys can see, if we go down 1, we'll have 14, up to a 55 gives us 15 shooting badges. And I just want to address this really quick. You might be thinking, why am I putting it on free throw instead of post fade as a center? I don't think post fade is that important to where you have to max it out. You know, if we go to max it out, we'll have 19 shooting badges, but we need those attributes for other places like playmaking and defense. The reason I did free throw though is because it goes all the way up to an 85, and once you get into those higher numbers, you know, 80 plus, you start to get way more badges. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically post fade only goes to an 80. Let me show you. Like if I maxed out post fade and then only put my free throw, you know, up a couple, I would only have 13 shooting badges, you see. But if we do free throw to an 85 and then put the post fade only up a couple, we'll get 15. So it just makes more sense to get more badges like that. Now into playmaking, we're gonna max out our pass accuracy, and we're gonna max out our ball handle. Post control is only gonna go up to a 31, which will give us 4 playmaking badges. Guys, a lot of centers this year are getting a couple playmaking badges. Whether you guys want to put on quick first step or bullet pass or whatever it is, this will give you some options. Like I said, our speed's gonna be high. You guys see we have 70 speed right now. That's gonna go up by the time that we're done with this build. Once we do all the physical stuff, you're actually gonna be able to move on this build. No, you're not gonna be able to dribble like crazy. Well, you'll be able to move, and especially if you put on quick first step. Moving on to the defense / rebounding, which like I said is gonna be the main part of this build. So interior defense is gonna be the only one out of this entire category that we do not max out. So we're gonna put that to a 67, and then we're gonna max out everything else. And as you guys can see, we're gonna have 20 defense / rebounding badges. So you guys see the badges: 1 finishing, 15 shooting, 4 playmaking, and 20 defense / rebounding. Real quick before we move on to the next page, let me explain something. There's gonna be people, and some of you guys might be thinking it right now, and these people are gonna be thinking, Solo, I literally have a center build that gets more badges than this. Or Solo, I've seen another video where you can get 19 shooting and you can get 21 defense. Having the best build does not have to do with who can get the most badges. Yes, badges are important and it's nice to get them, but at the same time, attributes matter a lot. And you got to remember, with this build, we're gonna have Hall of Fame shooting, and we're gonna have Hall of Fame defense / rebounding badges. And this build's speed and excel are gonna be really high once we get to the next couple pages, you know, with the weight and the height, as you guys will see. And you get playmaking badges with this build. So you can compare this to other builds all you want and like look at them and say that like, oh, this one has more badges, this one has a higher 3-pointer. But in my opinion, this build is the perfect balance, and you're gonna have enough badges here to be able to win a lot of games and go on a lot of win streaks with this build. For the body shape, it doesn't really matter, but I know a lot of centers like to go built, so we're gonna do that. All right, now for the height of our center build, and I'm not gonna lie, this is is one of, if not the most important parts of the entire build. So you guys do not want to mess this up. Now, if you guys are new to 2K, this is something that you need to know. Yes, as a center or a power forward, whatever you guys want to call it, it's nice to have a lot of height. But look, if we go way up, our speed's going to go way down. We're going to have a bunch of stats that just take a big hit, and only a couple of categories are going to go up, and it's only by a little bit. You guys see our rebound only goes up by like +3, +4. In 2K, it's really not that worth it to go way up in height. So you guys are probably already thinking solo's going to go down in height, but how far down am I going to go? All right, so our 3-pointer is a 70. I feel like that's solid, but you got to remember, we're going to increase our wingspan as a center. So that's going to drop our 3-pointer. So we need to get that up a little bit. So I'm going to go down a little bit to 2.04. You see some of our defensive stats go up. Some of them go down. Our 3-pointer is going to go up +1. Ball handle goes up. Our speed's already at a 73. We go down another one. Our speed goes to a 76. Our 3-pointer is now at a 73. Go down again, 77 speed, 74.3. Go down one more time to 2.01. Our speed's going to be a 79, 77 excel. Our vertical goes up to a 70. We're going to get +2 to driving dunk. We're going to get a bunch of pluses to our shooting, where we now have a 78 midi, 75.3. Pass accuracy goes to a 74. Ball handle to a 67. And we're going to be quick on defense. Our lateral quickness is up to an 80, and our steal is up to an 80. Interior defense goes down, but I'm not going to lie, I feel like that's a category that doesn't really matter too much this year. Like, if you're good on defense, you'll be able to get stops. There's not a lot of contact dunks anyway. Block goes down a little bit, but we'll take that hit. And our rebounding also goes down, but I'm not going to lie, we're going to have decent height. 2.01 meters is like 6'7.5", like on its way to 6'8". Rebounding is a lot about positioning. So as long as you're solid and you know how to, box out and get inside the defender, you'll be able to rebound. So don't worry, even though the rebounding stats are looking a little bit low, they're honestly not that low compared to a lot of other builds. All right, now for the weight of our build. And like I said, speed matters a lot. You guys see we have like an 80 speed right now. If we go to minimum speed, we're going to get an 84 speed, 82 excel. 81 kilograms is what we're going to go with for the weight to get our speed up a little bit more. Now for the wingspan. And like I said before, we're going to go max wingspan with this build. Pretty much with any center build, you guys want to go max wingspan because it's going to help you get more blocks, more rebounds, more lane steals. Yes, the 3-pointer is going to drop a little bit to a 72. You guys see -3. But as a center, like, you're not going to be dribbling around a lot, like taking crazy shots. You're probably going to be sitting in the corner if your teammate's ISOing. A lot of people don't like doing that. So you might be setting screens, doing pick and pops. Like, you're going to be taking wide open shots, you know what I mean? So you can hit with a 72 3-pointer. If you're brand new to 2K, get some badges on your build, because I mean, if you have no badges and you're new to 2K, then this might be a little bit tough to shoot with. But yeah, for this center build and for any center build, we're going max wingspan 226 centimeters. If you're more of a beginner and maybe you just want to have more fun with a build, then you could go spot up shooter. But I feel like the more competitive centers are going to pick the glass cleaning takeover. If you guys are new to 2K, this takeover is going to show you where the rebound is going to land. So there'll be like a circle on the floor. So when a shot goes up, you're already going to know if it's going in or not, and you'll know where the rebound is going to go. So that's why pretty much all the competitive centers pick glass cleaner. There are some competitive centers that go for sharp shooting take. I'm not going to lie, I feel like they low-key do it for content purposes though, because you can hit some crazy shots with this. Rim protector is an option, but I think when it comes down to rim protector versus glass cleaner, I'd much rather go glass cleaner. And then play take, I mean, your teammates won't miss if you pass to them off play take, but there's really not a lot of ankle breakers this year, and our ball handle is not even that high, so I don't really see a reason to go play take, but that's kind of glitchy that this build can get it. So yeah, we're gonna go with glass cleaning takeover, my player build complete, and you guys are gonna see that we have built a perimeter defender with shades of Scotty Barnes, Jeremy Grant, and Draymond Green. Shout out my boy Draymond. I told you guys that Loki has a glitchy name, perimeter defender. Like, I feel like I haven't seen any centers, maybe a couple with this build name. Most just get glass cleaner. Now, something I will say is that when I was recording this video, it glitched and said glass cleaner earlier. So if for some reason your build says you have built glass cleaner right now, back out all the way to the attribute screen and then do the physicals again. Do the height, weight, and wingspan all over again, and you should get perimeter defender. But again, I'm just explaining that in case your build glitched. All right, so maybe you're a center and you just want to know what badges are the best. I know a lot of you guys just made this build, so you're not really going to have your badges. Maybe you did a rebirth build though, so you'll have a couple. But guys, let me show you these badges. I know you're not going to have them right now, but I mean, some of you guys probably have badges. But just keep this in the back of your mind so you know what to put on when you get them. So for our one finishing badge, Limitless Takeoff is going to be the badge that we go with. Some people might argue Posterizer, some might argue Slithery Finisher, but in my opinion, Limitless Takeoff's the best. Like I said, there's not a lot of contact dunks this year, so there's really no reason to go Posterizer. So we're going to go Limitless Takeoff. This is going to allow you to take off for dunks from farther out. All right, so for the 15 shooting badges on this build, the two most important shooting badges this year are Hot Zone Hunter right here, so put that on Hall of Fame, and Sniper, put that on Hall of Fame. Do those badges first. If you have 8 shooting badges, do those first. Then, as you guys can see, I have Catch and Shoot Hall of Fame. I did Limitless Spot Up Silver, and then Green Machine, which is a badge I feel like it's not too important, but it's nice nice to have on bronze. Deadeye is an overrated badge this year, so I didn't put that on at all. If you take a lot of shots in the corner or your teammate's just going to be ISOing, then you could take catch and shoot down to silver and put corner specialists on silver, or you could do bronze and gold. It's up to you guys. Another badge you could argue is blinders. If you feel like you want blinders, which is going to help you with contests from the side, then you can put blinders up. This is what I'm going to go with for now. All right, now for the 4 playmaking badges. As a center, I feel like you should put on bullet passer, but I feel like it's personal preference. If you're a more aggressive center, maybe your guard isn't that good and you need to score a lot, quick first step might be the move. But if you're more of a passive center, then bullet passer might be better, because bullet passers are really good badge this year. It's really up to you. You know, if you want to make a quick first step to the basket, then do quick first step gold, bullet passer bronze, or you could do like silver. I feel like it really depends on your play style, so I'll let you guys decide, but I'm gonna go gold quick first step, bronze bullet passer. All right, now for the defense rebound badges. As you guys can see, we have 20 on this build. There's a lot of different ways you guys can go with this, because as you guys can see, there's a lot of good badges that I was just not able to get. Something you got to remember though is that I hit level 40 in the last 2 seasons, which give you a +1 badge, so I'll have 2 badges from that, so I can put my defense rebounding up to 22 badges. But you guys see, I'm missing badges like ball stripper, which is solid. Hustler's a badge people use. Even people use menace, pickpockets, another one, or even like upgrading rim protector even higher, chase down even higher. There's a lot of good defensive badges this year, so we got to start with rebound chaser. This is probably the best rebounding or defense badge in the game for centers. You guys definitely need this. Max it out. Box is gonna help you with box outs. Brick wall will help you set better screens, obviously. And intimidator is a badge that recently got buffed, so this badge became way better, so we have that on Hall of Fame. And then the bronze badges are honestly badges that are good, but we're only gonna have them on bronze so we can get certain animations. Having chase on bronze will help you just jump and fly, get chase down block animations. Interceptor will help you get way more lane steals. Rim protector will help you unlock the snatch block animation and just help you get more blocks in general. And then clamps will give you a clamp animation on defense, so your defender just can't run right by you. So yeah, I feel like this setup is really solid. A badge that I like a lot is rim protector, so I wish I could get that higher. If you don't want clamps, you could do that, and you could even go like intimidator silver, rim protector Hall of Fame. But yeah, I think this is a solid setup for now. Guys, if you have any questions about center builds or honestly anything in general, leave a comment down below. I'll try to reply to as many comments as I can. And again, like I said, second channel link is in the description. Make sure to sub to that channel because I be going crazy on there. Subscribe if you guys still haven't, and if you're still watching the video, just comment loyal right now. That'll show me who's loyal, who made it all the way to the end of the video. I hope I helped you guys out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Got no time for love, no kisses, yeah. New gas, new pack, we lit as fuck. I don't care, we hit them up, our business, we stay suited up. Money, we gon' run it up. Every day I'm swagging with it. Bad bitch, she gagging with it. She want me, she be grabbing with it. Her feet be dragging with it. Behind me, but she lost it. Sorry, girl, I'm off it. And now she wanna top it. Oh, baby, stop.